students, today I am going to start to discuss establishment of United Nations, its basic essential part when the United Nations started, its establishment, its organs and its activities. So the first I am discussing here, establishment of the United Nations. Generally, as the First World War was completed, the International Peace Institution was established. It was League of Nations with the purpose to establish world peace. But after the Second World War, again it was required to set or establish the new institution, because the League of Nations was failed when the Second World War started. So in that situation, some early steps were already started to be taken during the Second World War by some allied nations like America, like Russia. They realized the requirement of such peace institution, and by the efforts of America, the United Nations came in existence. So by 1941, the President Roosevelt and British Prime Minister Churchill both were continuously in touch with each other for 8-point agreement. It is called Atlantic Agreement because it was signed on the ship in the Atlantic Ocean. So it was declared as Atlantic Agreement. Remember, this is the one question. What is called Atlantic Agreement? During the Second World War, I am repeatedly reciting, during the Second World War, different leaders from America and Britain decided to meet for an 8-point agreement. It was signed in Atlantic Ocean on a ship by American President Roosevelt and British Prime Minister Churchill. So it is called as Atlantic Agreement. The agreement includes some essential points as like the maintaining freedom, as like the sovereignty of every nation, peace, security for all over the world, social and economic welfare of the people of the world, and disarmament of all nations. So these are main points. Again, I am repeating what was included in the Atlantic Agreement: maintaining freedom, sovereignty of all nations, peace and security, social and economic welfare, and disarmament are main points of Atlantic Agreement. Here what I have stated or explained is part of your study about Atlantic Agreement. And one thing more, as the time passes, see, this was started in 1941. In your textbook, the Atlantic Agreement is discussed, but when it was signed is not given. I have stated in 1941. Okay, now in November 1943, 3 superpowers in those days met and decided. Now you understand whom I am saying as a superpower, America, Russia, right? They all gathered in Tehran, and one declaration was made. Here, the declaration was already made by Britain, America, Russia, and China. Their foreign ministers meeting had declared Moscow Declaration. Thereafter, in the Tehran meetings, these all leaders again gathered and met as the one peace conference. In all this situation, laterly in Washington, see here steps by the places and time all are important to understand. 50 nations representatives prepared an agreement for formation of United Nations in September 1944. See, this is the period in which already the world war is going on. Means the world understood the value of the world peace. That is the point we have to understand, right? And in that situation, in September, the declaration or the agreement by 50 nations was signed, and October 1945, 24th date, 51 members including our India, the United Nations was formed by signing as charter member. Charter member means member when the foundation was established. So, India is considered as charter member of this institution. So, everywhere in all over the world, 24th October is considered always as a United Nations Day. And when it was started, 51 nations were its member, and today 193 nations are its member. Here we have to understand one basic point, that the purpose of the establishment of this institution was peace, security, and coexistence in all over the world. Right, my friends? And today its headquarters is at New York. That we have to remember. Okay, friends. Here I have discussed with you about establishment of United Nations. Now I am going to start to discuss about its main organs. So my explanation will somehow different from the topic given in the book, because in one point some other points are also included. Basically we discuss here 6 organs were there. The first organ is General Assembly, and General Assembly is always gathering in a year for one time in a New York in their headquarters, right? Second one is the Security Council. So the Security Council is also essential part. Without the Security Council, today world was not saved. If the Security Council was not there, again it was possibility of the failure of the United Nations. But Security Council has saved world to enter to the Third World War. The third institution or the third organ of the United Nations is Economic and Social Council. Now here we have to understand that what the United Nations are doing, except the world peace and security of the world, they are looking for the development of the people of the world. That is the work is being done under Economic and Social Council. It is shortly spoken as ECOSOC. General Assembly is shortly spoken as UNGA. Security Council is shortly spoken as UNSC. So these are the short forms which are necessary for you to remember. Now the fourth point is Trusteeship Council. This is the fourth organ of United Nations. Okay. Now the fifth point is International Court of Justice. The main point comes here. International Court of Justice is a independent organ working in Hague, the city of Netherlands, and they are working for resolving disputes in the legal way between two nations or more than two nations. Now the sixth point which I want to discuss here, it is Secretariat of United Nations. See, the Secretariat is working as the essential and integral part of the United Nations, because every decisions are taken by all organs respectively will be implemented by Secretariat, and the Secretary General of the United Nations is handling the all activity. So the Secretary General of the United Nations is the most powerful person in the world, everybody knows, and all countries, their leaders are respecting them. It is also known to all. Now I want to discuss here with you all that the office of the Secretary General is working in New York. Another point, General Assembly is always sitting in the New York. Security Council is always meeting in the New York. Means every organ is working in the New York except International Court of Justice is working in the Hague of Netherlands. Right, my friends? So remember, if anybody asks headquarter, then you must remember headquarter of International Court of Justice is different. It is in the Hague of Netherlands. Otherwise remain all organs have their headquarter and meeting places in United Nations headquarter at New York. So let us discuss now individually about every organ. Okay, the first one is General Assembly, because General Assembly is biggest organ of United Nations. It is shortly spoken as a UNGA, as I have stated earlier. It includes all representatives from all member nations. Every country has a right to send their 5 representatives in General Assembly. But here, when the voting is carried out, only one vote is counted from every member nations. So 5 members collectively take decision as given by instruction given by their government. They can decide the vote collectively and can give only one vote. Okay. Another point, that United Nations General Assembly is taking some steps when it is necessary, like advise, suggest and recommend on any matter relating to the international relations. As like any two countries are in clashes with each other, then the General Assembly can call the urgent meeting and can pass the resolution, can request both the countries to stop their war. Because for the world peace in the present day, neither any two countries are only related to each other, but other countries are also affected by it. So in that way, in any international matter, United Nations General Assembly can advise, suggest and recommend on it. Second, accept the budget presented by the Secretary General for the coming year and allocate the expenses. So here budget means future year, specific coming years expenses, and the plans for financial expenses can be presented here in the General Assembly for United Nations, and it will be passed by General Assembly. Thereafter it will come in existence. Okay, the third functioning of the General Assembly is make the attempt to find out solution on economic problem of the nations, sometime problem relating to the human rights in any country if it is arising. Third, to make the world disarmament so the world peace and security could be maintained. And fourth, General Assembly can provide specific solution on international matter so the work could be done in proper way and the result could be maintained. So the decisions could be taken as per the given instructions. Okay, the decisions are taken by General Assembly in 2/3 majority, so it could be implemented by all the countries, all the member nations effectively. Right, my friends? So here we have to understand the importance of another organ. Now it is Security Council. Remember, Security Council is the most powerful organ as discussed in the world. In present days, the most of the countries are under control of United Nations Security Council. They have total 15 members, and in these 15 members, 5 members are permanent members. These 5 members are America, Britain, Russia and France, and last China. Again I repeat, which are 5 members? America, Russia, Britain, France and China. These 5 members will have special power of negative voting, which is called veto power. Remain 10 members are coming for 2 years, and these 5 members only will have veto power to use if they are not agree with the decision taken in Security Council. Now you can ask me question, veto power. Veto power means right to make the negative voting. If out of the 5 members any one member nation is not agree about taken decision, then they can use veto power, and that veto power will restrict all remain members, including permanent members and non-permanent members, to take the decision. Now here we have some data about which country has used maximum veto power. I am talking about veto power use up to 2006. Russia had used veto power 122 times. Most probably Russia used this veto. Second is America. America used this veto up for 82 times. Then the Britain comes. Britain had used veto for 32 times. France had used veto for 18 times. And China had used veto for 4 times. So up to 2006, Russia used veto. Mostly it is said that it was used for in favor of us. Mostly when the matter about Kashmir came earlier, in United Nations Security Council, Russia used their veto in favor of India. Okay. Now in present days, 2020, who have used in later period, in last 5 to 6 years, more than the 5 years I could say, China had used maximum veto in favor of Pakistan to stop some extreme activist, mostly considered as the terrorist, to stop them to be declared as the terrorist. United Nations Security Council, whenever ready for that, China used their veto power to stop in favor of Pakistan. Okay, now here I have discussed with you about the two main organs. Now in continuation to that, I want to discuss here with you about secretariat, because secretariat is okay, as given in the list it is the 6th one, but I am discussing it here 3rd, because it is most important organ, because every member nation is the part of the United Nations, and when any organ is taking any decision, it will be implemented by Secretary General. So the office of the Secretary General in the United Nations is known as the Secretariat. Every General Assembly, when it is gathering, usually for 5 years, Secretary General is being elected. So remember here, I want to indicate that Secretary General is coming for the term of 5 years, and it is taken decision by General Assembly of United Nations. That you remember. Secretaries, administrators, assistants, translators and other experts are also being appointed by the General Assembly to help Secretary General. Usually the Secretariat of United Nations is working to implement every taken decision by any organ of United Nations. And here the Secretariat is also situated in the New York, in the headquarters of the United Nations. The building headquarters is there. So for the world unity and achievement of the dream of universal brotherhood, the United Nations is working, and for implementation of that purpose, the Security Council is taking some hard step decisions, some bold decisions. They have also special power to suggest the members' name, member nations' name, to include or to debar them from the organization. Every power is with the Security Council, but ultimately Security Council's resolution is required to be passed in General Assembly, is essential to be followed, right? So remember, here today I have discussed with you main 3 organs of United Nations, right my friend?